Let's talk about Marvel, because there's a lot going on. Apparently, the drama continues. I just talked about in a video the other day how Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, seems to be a little upset about Kevin Feige's plans for the X-Men, and they're butting heads a little bit. Now, keep in mind, this is a rumor, so do take it with a grain of salt, but I do think that Iger probably is not happy with the MCU, especially when you consider that Thunderbolts is set to lose $100 million. Apparently, it is the second worst MCU performer, which is wild, because this movie has good feedback. I've seen people give this good reviews, so I'm honestly kind of surprised it didn't get legs and do a little bit better over the long term, because that's what saved Guardians of the Galaxy 3, is that it had good feedback from audiences, it was getting good reviews, and it had legs, and thanks to those legs, it ended up performing a lot better. But it didn't. In fact, it's crashing and burning, probably going to bring in less money than Brave New World, which also lost money. It's really funny to see these outlets, and I'm not saying World of Real did this, but a lot of these outlets that were saying, like, Captain America is a success and Thunderbolts is doing great, they all have to walk it back and talk about how it's losing money. They always jump the gun on these movies every time. Before we get into what's going on here, a new rumor, Ryan Gosling being eyed for Ghost Rider, which actually, like, especially if he's going to play Johnny Blaze, I think that's pretty good casting. However, it's like you're going to throw him into Doomsday too. This is basically becoming Cameo the movie. It's Cameo the movie. If this is real, my time to shine is hit or miss, so take it with a grain of salt, the same as the other rumors. But I just find it funny that they're shoehorning everybody into this movie. I mean, how do you even make a plot when you have to give 40 characters screen time? What is that? Anyway, here's what's going on. So this is from Cosmic Book News. Marvel fallout. Avengers delayed. X-Men stalled. Iger losing patience. And I've already talked about the X-Men stuff before. Apparently, Kevin Feige wants to make social commentary a big part of the movie, whereas Bob Iger wants a grand adventure. Wants a big event, grand adventure, fighting, fan service, all that good stuff. And I have to agree with Iger if that's how he really feels. That's what you kind of need to do to get things back on track. Something a little bit more like Deadpool and Wolverine, which, you know, there's not a lot going on in that movie under the hood, plot-wise and shit like that. But with fun and fan service, that movie scored pretty high. I mean, it was kind of the movie that I wanted at this point. Given all the shit that we've gotten, that movie was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching that movie. And I'm not the only one. That's why it made so much damn money, is because people went back and repeatedly watched it, which is what Marvel needs. But they also need to get the movies back on track and not have to rely on this kind of stuff. But at this point, they really just need to get people back into theaters to see these stuff. No one is showing up for these movies. Now, I think Avengers Doomsday will probably do all right at the box office, given that, you know, you got Robert Downey Jr. coming back, and there's a couple of characters that people care about in there. They really need to get Hugh Jackman on there. I think they're saving that as a surprise, though. But you got all the X-Men coming back. They're even bringing Channing Tatum in to play Gambit, which is pretty cool. If they get Wolverine in there, you're going to have like the 90s team on there. The 90s Jim Lee Blue team is all going to be there, which is pretty cool. And then they'll have, well, Storm was on the gold team. But, I mean, you're going to have that 90s X-Men 90s, well, not 97, maybe 96, but you'll have that animated X-Men team together, which is what people want. I mean, that's everybody's favorite team, that lineup of characters. But As they point out here, MCU post-Endgame has been a bust. It has been a complete bust. Fantastic Four is next up. How is that going to perform? You know, it's got big competition. Superman and Jurassic. That Jurassic World Rebirth movie looks good. It's like a thriller dinosaur movie. I kind of want to see that movie, and I did not like that last couple, but this one looks good. I actually am really interested in that one. Superman, I mean, I'm more interested in Superman than Fantastic Four at this point. We'll see what happens. I think Fantastic Four will probably make money. The question is how much. You know, will they make enough where they don't lose money? That's the question. They've delayed Avengers. That means next year there's only going to be one Marvel movie outside of Spider-Man. That's it. And I guess Iger is not happy about that. He wants at least 2 a year. So XMen got pushed to 2028, and this is what they really need. I mean, XMen is going to be their big property now. And you're not even going to see that at the earliest is 2028. And he's not happy about all of this. With Marvel struggling, it's now being said that Bob Iger is disappointed. Iger already confirmed that streaming lost Disney billions. Also thanks in part to Star Wars, and stated they'll pull back on Marvel and Star Wars. That means fewer projects and smaller budgets. Looking at you, Daredevil. And this is a reason why I'm wondering what's going to happen with the Fantastic Four. Daredevil, as far as I know, never hit the Nielsen charts. And that's bad, because that show was pretty well received. People liked it, but nobody showed up to watch it. You can't get people to show up for a safe character, and he is a safe character because of the Netflix show. Like, people like that character. I remember when he showed up in Spider-Man for a cameo. Like, the crowd clapped and cheered both times I saw it. One rumor suggests Feige and Iger are clashing over the direction of the X-Men. Reportedly, Feige wants the film to push a political message, while Iger wants a straightforward, action-packed blockbuster. Industry insider Jeff Schneider weighed in, reporting Iger isn't thrilled about the lack of Marvel output in 2026, especially with one Marvel Studios movie confirmed so far. Spider-Man Brand New Day is from Sony, and that's right. It is a Sony movie. I'm told that Disney's Bob Iger will be very disappointed if he only gets one film or 1.225 movies out of Marvel next year. At the very end of the year, no less, even if it is an Avengers movie with an irresistible hook of RDJ trading in his Iron Man armor to play Doctor Doom. This suggests Iger expected at least one other Marvel movie in 2026, in addition to Spider-Man and Doomsday. However, that now seems unlikely, as any 2026 film would already need to be in production, and that's 100% true. You're only going to have Avengers next year. That's it. I think we'll get a show, that Vision show, and probably the Wonderman show, right? I think that's still coming. That thing has been in development hell. So Wonderman and the Vision show, that'll be it. So we'll see what happens. I have low expectations for that Vision show, and I have even lower expectations for that Wonderman show. Who's going to tune in for that? Will you tell me, like, never mind that they already screwed it up with the casting. It's another race swap. Who the hell even knows who Wonder Man is? I don't even think they do anything with him in the comics anymore, do they? I can't even think of the last time I saw Wonder Man in a book. Maybe I'm wrong and I just wasn't reading the book, but like, who the hell? He was in the Silver Age Avengers run a lot. But I can't remember the last time I read a book with him in it. I'm sure I have, but I'm just off the top of my head. They haven't done anything with him in a long time. Maybe I'm wrong there. So here's the schedule. You got First Steps coming this year, and then that's it until Spider-Man, and then Doomsday. And then apparently there's going to be something in between Doomsday and Secret Wars, whatever that is. And then, of course, these are probably X-Men, or at least one X-Men movie, probably a Spider-Man movie. And then, I don't know, Captain America 5 or something. This is rebooted MCU. these 2028 movies, that's rebooted MCU. So I do wonder how all that is going to go. Because now you got your fresh start. You got an XMen movie. I'm assuming Iron Man, proper Captain America back. And maybe they can turn the ship around. But who knows, man. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all that. Also, I got a comic book out. Check out the link in the description. Being published by Eric July's Ripison. So this is a name you can trust. You're going to get this book. This book is finished. You're going to get it quick after this campaign ends. Probably going to ship out sometime early August or early July even. It's going to get to you rather soon. So the book is done. The book is ready. The book is fun. The book is full of action. You can check it out for $17. Cover D is only $17. We do have 3 other beautiful covers. My suggestion is to buy them all. But if you just want to come in at the cheapest price, you can get this book for $17. And the $17 cover is phenomenal, showing some love to the real heroes of America, the troops here. Nice flag cover, some of my favorite covers. I love old World War II comics, which is what we kind of wanted to go back to with this, superheroes and the war. You don't see a lot of that anymore. So we wanted to bring that back. And this comic is action-packed. So check it out. Link in the description. Also, if you would, please comment. What do you think about the future of Marvel? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, 2 American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession, with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.